Okay, so we're still on example one, but I said you can do it in different ways, and this is the way that the textbook goes through this question. So I'll work through it in the same way that the book now works through the question. Um, Same question. So we began last time by saying, well, if A is 75% of B, we can write it as A is equal to 3/4 B. Okay, and I went through that in a bit more detail on the previous video. And we're going to just keep that there for the time being. Now, this ratio B to C is 3:2. We spent a bit of time talking about, well, the ratio B to C, by definition, is a fraction comparing the two quantities, B over C, and that's equal to, well, 3:2 means 3/2. Now, I want to get to an equation in the end that is in terms of A and in terms of C over here. Okay, so that's important to bear in mind. So really, I want to eliminate B. Okay, so I want to replace this B with something else. Okay, which will be involving C, because I want A and C in the equation. Now I can do that quite nicely if I look at this equation over here. If I multiply through by C, okay, if I times the left-hand side by C, well, the C will cancel out. If I times this side by C, I'll get this B is equal to 3/2C. And this is quite useful now. So I've got this equation B is equal to 3/2C, which I can substitute in to this equation. Now let's give these equations name. Let's call this equation 1. Let's call this one equation number 2. Okay, so I'm now going to go and substitute B is equal to 3/2C into equation number 1 over here. Okay, let's go and do that. So I've got A is equal to 3/4, and then B, I can replace B, okay, with 3/2C. So I can say B is going to be, and 3/4 B means 3/4 times by B, which we're now saying is 3/2C. And you can see, right, this is useful because now you've got an equation in terms of A and C, which is what you've got up here. Okay, there's no B left over in this. Now from here, it makes sense just to sort of tidy things up a little bit. So let's go and bring this over here for some more room. So we've got A is equal to 3/4 times by 3/2. Well, 3 times 3 is 9. Over 4 times 2 gives you 8. So 9/8C. And you can see we're getting close now because you've got the right numbers, A to 9, and you've got the right letters, A and C. So now it's just a case of rearranging. I want to go and times the whole equation through by 8, because then this 8 will cancel with the timesing by 8, because they're inverse operations. I times the left-hand side also by 8, which will give me 8A being equal to 9C. And again, you've got to the equation that you want to. Okay, 8A is equal to 9C. You've just done it in a different way, and that's it. So it's always good to be able to work through things in various methods, but hopefully that was quite useful. Good.